Hey everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So we've done some US military videos on this channel already. This one is going to be 2026, the year US military changed forever. Okay, that's a big claim. So let's jump in and let's have a look at this one. What are they talking about?
Welcome to Unbreakable Forces.
What if I told you that by 2026, the US military will become virtually unstoppable?
Okay.
Not with weapons of fiction, but with technologies already being secretly tested right now. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear has been hidden from the public for years. And now that it's finally coming to light, it shows just how far ahead the US military really is, and what that means for the rest of the world. We're talking about autonomous aircraft with no pilots. Missiles that move faster than...
Wait, how old is this? Oh, this is only 4 months ago. I thought there was just a couple of years. I thought they already had them.
...sound and change direction mid-air. Satellite systems that can shut down an enemy's entire communication network in seconds.
Okay.
Some of these systems are so classified, even America's closest allies aren't fully briefed. And yet, they're already real. Already being tested, already shaping the battlefield of tomorrow. These aren't theories, and they're definitely not science fiction. They're part of a quiet transformation unfolding right now. Inside restricted hangars, off-the-record test sites, and programs so classified.
You gotta wonder when videos come out and they say, oh, it's so secret, yet how do you know? How do you know to put this video together? So that's what I want to know. Okay.
Even Congress sees only fragments. The mission isn't just to fight wars more efficiently. It's to create such a technological edge that potential adversaries think twice before even making a move. So take a deep breath. Because what you're about to see isn't just about weapons. It's about a shift so massive, it could change the balance of power for generations. And it's already begun. Far beyond public knowledge and media headlines, America's most advanced weapons are not displayed in parades. They're buried deep underground, tested in deserts, and developed in laboratories hidden by layers of classification. One of the most secretive of these places lies in Nevada. No signage, no public access, no official acknowledgement.
51?
Here, engineers, data scientists, and former special operations experts work side by side to create the next generation of warfighting machines. Autonomous aerial systems, quantum encrypted command networks, and stealth vehicles that leave no radar signature. One of the most talked about examples, at least within the defense community, is the XQ-58A Valkyrie. A sleek, unmanned stealth aircraft designed to fly alongside fighter jets and eventually replace them in high-risk missions. Its ability to make decisions mid-flight, avoid radar, and strike without warning puts it in a league of its own. But it's not just the Valkyrie. These facilities are testing drone swarms capable of working together like a hive, sharing information, adapting in real time, and confusing enemy defenses. Engineers...
when you look at, fireworks, they're trying to get rid of fireworks and bring in the drone, displays. You could imagine them being weaponized, like 1,000 drones, attacking something. I guess you could definitely envision that in the future as well. But that Valkyrie looks very interesting. Okay.
They're also experimenting with nano drones. Small enough to fit in the palm of a hand, yet powerful enough to surveil enemy compounds and relay data in real time.
Okay.
These tiny machines could become the eyes and ears of future combat zones. And beyond flight, there are ground-based robotic systems under development. Fully autonomous tanks, combat support vehicles that can traverse rough terrain and engage enemies without a single human on board.
See, when you start getting all these machines that don't need humans in, I know obviously you humans are controlling it at the back end, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the way the T-1000 came about, and look how that happened. I don't know. All these unmanned machines of war. I don't know. We could be barking up a tree that could turn on us. I know it's probably not going to happen, but it's never zero. The possibility is never zero. You never know.
Each one integrated with
Yikes.
sensors and AI, trained to distinguish friend from foe and act faster than any human could react. These aren't concepts. They're not dreams. These systems are real, and they're quietly entering service. Not years from now, but now. Speed is power. And in the world of 2026, speed has taken on a whole new meaning. Hypersonic missiles, those traveling over 5 times the speed of sound, are rewriting the rules of engagement. The United States is developing several of these weapons, like the AGM-183 ARRW, which is capable of striking anywhere on the planet in less than an hour. But what makes these weapons so dangerous isn't just their speed, it's their maneuverability. Unlike ballistic missiles, hypersonics can shift directions mid-flight, making them almost impossible to intercept with traditional missile defenses. China and Russia have been investing heavily in hypersonics. But the US response? To leap ahead and field weapons that can not only match but surpass enemy capabilities. Through advanced guidance systems, hardened materials, and AI-assisted targeting that improves mid-flight. In combat simulations, these weapons reach targets before an enemy even finishes detecting a launch. And with new airframes being developed that can launch these missiles from land, sea, and air, the US is preparing to strike anywhere, anytime, without warning. What's more, new developments in reusable hypersonic test vehicles are allowing researchers to accelerate innovation. Instead of waiting months or years to analyze a test, engineers are now gathering instant feedback, adapting new iterations within weeks. And perhaps most importantly, the Pentagon is working on defensive hypersonic interceptors, a challenge once thought impossible. If successful, the US could become the first nation capable of both launching and stopping hypersonic threats. The modern battlefield is flooded with information. Drones, satellites, soldiers, and sensors are generating terabytes of data every second. No human could possibly keep up. Enter Project Maven, the Pentagon's flagship AI initiative. It was originally built to help process drone footage. But today, it's far more powerful. It can detect patterns invisible to human analysts, identify potential threats, recommend courses of action, and coordinate units across vast distances. Imagine a command center where generals no longer rely on instinct alone, but on an AI that has already analyzed every move the enemy might make. Not science fiction. This is already happening. Maven is integrated into targeting systems. It's embedded in surveillance. It's used in cyber defense, logistics, and predictive threat modeling. And it's being trained every single day, learning faster, thinking faster, and helping shape strategies that once took weeks, now in hours.
It's the learning faster. It's kind of worrying how quickly we as a species is introducing AI into our lives. Every day, a little bit more creeps in everywhere.
Or minutes.
Dang.
Combined with autonomous drones and advanced simulation environments, Project Maven represents a revolution in decision-making speed and battlefield clarity. In parallel, the military is also exploring next-gen AI interfaces, including wearable devices that allow soldiers to interact with AI in real time, using voice commands, eye movement, and even neural signals. This human-AI synergy could redefine reaction time and coordination in complex combat scenarios. Look up. Space is no longer just a domain of satellites and exploration. It's now a full-blown battlefield. The United States Space Force, once mocked, is quickly becoming one of the most crucial branches of the military. With adversaries testing anti-satellite weapons, cyber attacks from orbit, and radar jamming technologies, the US has responded by building a defense network in the skies. Tiny satellites now monitor enemy movements. Others are believed to carry kinetic weapons, capable of disabling threats from above. ground stations have become hardened, equipped to resist electronic interference. And laser-based communication systems are being tested that can't be hacked, jammed, or intercepted. This isn't a movie script. It's already real. The ability to control space means the ability to control communication, surveillance, navigation, and war itself. And the US is building a layered space defense to ensure no nation can challenge it. There's even speculation of space-based missile platforms that could one day serve as orbital deterrents, the modern equivalent of nuclear submarines silently lurking in the depths. If these systems are ever deployed, it would mark a turning point in global strategy and deterrence.
Thanks for watching.
Interesting video. I don't know how much of that is actually in place at the moment. They didn't really, I mean, the operation system more than apparently is in place, but I don't know how much of that is, this is what maybe's happening. I don't know, but the use of AI, you know, and like the AI interfaces and stuff like that. I mean, have you ever seen the movie Terminator? I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying. You know, everything is going that way. You know, everything is advancing at a rate probably that we can't keep up with at the moment, especially in the genre of war, you know, weapons and, you know, everything else. But I don't know how much of this video is, you know, bang on, you know, exact and, you know, true. So if you do know, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. But just that, you know, that continuation of AI and everything, you know, unmanned this and unmanned that and unmanned tanks and everything else. It's just like, man, soon enough, you know, you'll need like 12 soldiers and that will be your whole army because they'll just be able to control everything, you know, with a helmet on and everything else, you know. So I don't know how much it's going to advance in the next couple of years, but I think in the next 10 years, it's going to be super fast and you're definitely going to see some of these things brought in. And then obviously used for the wider general public as well too, you know, we already have VR helmets and all that kind of stuff, and AI is everywhere. Google uses it. Everybody uses it. You know, it's on your phone. It's everywhere. You can't escape it at the moment. So it's interesting. It's interesting the path that we're going down, that, you know, we've kind of passed that point of should we use it? It's almost to that point of why shouldn't we and how are we going to use it? You know, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting in the next 10 years to see how advanced AI becomes and how much do we rely on it. You know, does it become like a mobile phone where we can't not rely on it anymore? You know, if you don't have your phone for 10 minutes, let me know how you feel, because you feel like something is missing. You know, we're so attached to that phone. You can't even go 10 minutes. Put it in a drawer for 10 minutes. I challenge you not to go and check it. It is scary. It is scary. But interesting video. Some very scary points there. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what comes from it. So let me know if you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining me today. Make sure you stay safe, and I'll definitely see you in the next reaction video.